And we are live, Game 6, Stanley Cup Finals, Florida Panthers, Edmonton Oilers, third period. Sorry I'm late on the call, but we are back here. I get my game screen open. I am still getting settled in. It was at least Florida leading the series 3-2, looking to win it 4-2 and win the Stanley Cup for the second game in a row. Will the Edmonton Oilers have anything for Bobrovsky here, or will the Florida Panthers stand a chance at winning the cup? Here we go. 9 minutes left in the third. I'm sharing my screen, so stay tuned. I just got back from somewhere, so stay tuned. You have that my screen on 8:36 left in the third. Here we go. 26 shots, 19 for Florida. Florida leading the Edmonton Oilers 3-0. 3-2 in the series. Looking to win the Stanley Cup out on home ice here in Emirates Bank Arena. What will the Edmonton Oilers do? Into their zone. Bobrovsky passes the puck. Florida has it now. Florida still has it back to Edmonton here. Shot saved by Bobrovsky or deflected. Florida gets the clear. Will it be icing? Rash wave off icing. With the puck here. Edmonton with the puck here. Going with Wallman on the puck. Wallman's going to play it up to Florida. Florida with the puck. Let's get a rebound still available. Edmonton now with the puck. They need to move if they want to have a chance. Florida gets it back in Nate Schmidt. Nate Schmidt up the ice. 7:40 left in the period. From Florida winning the Stanley Cup. Nate Schmidt back on it with the shots. Almost saved or deflected wide. Here comes Florida. Hit thrown by Edmonton. Edmonton with the puck. 7:30 left to go. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left. Edmonton trailing by 3. What will they do? When will they pull their goaltender? I believe it's Skinner or net. Not necessarily sure here, but I believe it's Skinner or net. Here come the Panthers though with the puck, trying to get into their offensive zone. Right now, Panthers need to kill time. They get the time killed. 7:10 left in the third. Edmonton with the puck. What will they be able to do with it? They won't do anything. They're going to chip it. And Florida with the puck. Will it be icing there? Yes! Icing is the call against the Panthers. 7 minutes to go, third period. Edmonton needs to get a move on here if they want to have a chance at the Stanley Cup in a winner take all. Game 7, they pull Stuart Skinner. 7 minutes left, third period. What will they do? Florida with the puck now, chipping it away. The Edmonton Oilers, they're on the puck. What will they do? They go to Bouchard here. Bouchard still passes the puck over. You'll see a lot of McDavid here with Draisaitl on the ice. It's a 97 and 29 on the first to keep. Back to Bouchard. Florida with the puck. Edmonton with the defensive zone takeover. Florida back with the puck. Shot! Score! Florida Panthers! Florida nothing lead. They are on their way to winning the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row. Empty net goal, Sam Reinhart! And the hat trick as well for the fourth player in team history to do it. What a season, what a game, what a series we have here. And the Florida Panthers are just 6 minutes and 59 seconds away from lifting the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row. Edmonton still has life, needing 4 goals now. What will they do? Will they leave Stuart Skinner on the bench? 6:34 left, 26-22, shots in favor of Edmonton. They're showing the game 4-0. Florida looking to win the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row. Skinner stays in net for now. Reinhart with the hat trick once again. We saw the Rats flying on the ice. Sorry, my voice is bad. I gave from an event before, icing against the Panthers. But I still wanted to do some of the game because I knew this could be the very well last game, and it's looking like it will be here for a little bit. So I had to make the call. Sam Reinhart with a couple of beautiful goals out in front of Stuart Skinner, and the last one just shot it into the empty net. 6 minutes to go here in Amerant Bank Arena. Everyone's on their feet. Edmonton Florida looking to win the Stanley Cup for 2 straight years. Last year they won it in 7. This year they're looking to do it in 6. Will the Stanley Cup be going back to Florida? Here we go. They're getting the cup ready. There it is. The Stanley Cup looking to go to the Florida Panthers for the second straight year. We will find out after this commercial break. Will the Lord Stanley go back to Florida, or will it be traveling to Edmonton for game number 7? I'm waiting to see what they do here. And Sam Reinhart with the game clutching goal here tonight. What will they do? They're looking to win the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row in my first year streaming, and this is what we have. What a game, what a series, what a season. I look forward to more games next season. I'll talk about that later today. I will be going over the ceremony here today with the Florida Panthers in my own commentary here. I will stay on for that. I'll also give a few shout outs here for us as well. So just stand by here as we get ready to go. Back in Amerant Bank Arena here. Stuart Skinner back on the bench. Florida with the empty net opportunity. 5:55 left in the Stanley Cup and maybe the NHL 2024-25 season. Florida on the puck. No, Edmonton will now have it. They throw a little bit of a hit. Edmonton with the puck. What will they do? Back to Bouchard. They need to move here. 5:39 down 4. They still have a chance at it, though. It would be a great comeback if they can. Here we go. Back to Draisaitl. You'll be seeing a lot of Draisaitl and McDavid. I can tell you that. Bouchard's on the ice still. We know when Bouchard will be needed. Shot saved by Bobrovsky, it looks like. Back in Edmonton here. Edmonton with the puck. Florida without the query. Bouchard on the puck. What will they do? Shot a block there again on Florida. 5:11 left in the third. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. A shot there is empty net. Score! Score! That will do it. The Florida Panthers are leading 5-0 in the Stanley Cup final with 5:05 left to go, leading the series 3-2. And it's Sam Reinhart game. What a series. What a performance by Sam Reinhart to get the empty net goal to possibly clinch the Stanley Cup final for the Florida Panthers. Still time left to go here, but it might be over. Edmonton fans on their feet. 5:05 left to go. Emirates Bank Arena's buzzing. Down to 5 minutes left in the period. And the season, it seems like. We'll definitely be doing more regular season games next year if I have the time, man. Score! The Edmonton Oilers have won back with 4:42 left to the good go in the Stanley Cup Final, third game, 6. Isn't it enough to spark a comeback here in the late game and possibly get a game 7 after that goes off of Bobrovsky and in? That is a crucial goal for the Edmonton Oilers to have any chance in these playoffs. Edmonton will pull the goalie too again, I would imagine. Edmonton on the puck again. They'll chip it in here. Back to Florida. Look for Skinner on the bench. Florida clears it. Edmonton, the We Want Cup chance start up again here in Emirates Bank Arena. 4:20 left to go in the third. Edmonton on the puck. What will they do with it? Back to Florida. Skinner still in. 4 minutes left in the third period. 5-1 Florida. Game number 6. Right now, Kachuk has the game clinching goal, possibly at the Florida pit if the Edmonton Oilers score again. If not, it would be Sam Reinhart. Let's see who it is. Florida on the puck. Doesn't matter who it is to Florida right now. We want cup chance back up. Florida fans on their feet. The Panthers are just 3 minutes and 25 seconds away from bringing the Stanley Cup back. Edmonton, 3 minutes and 25 seconds away from a heartbreak. Shot save there wide by Skinner there in Florida. Florida back in. They don't need another goal. Just trying to kill time here. 3 minutes left in the third period. Florida with the puck in Aaron Ekblad. Two and a half left in the third. 2:19 to be exact. And Evander Kane's to the penalty box. Florida is on the power play in Kachuk. Kane with the game misconduct. He will head back to the locker room. After a careless play, just a frustrating end to the Oilers season right here. Florida celebrating here. 2 minutes and 13 seconds away. Two minutes left in the third. Everett Bancarino on their feet. Shot saved by Skinner. Florida fans on their feet. Chants going all around. They're rocking tonight. As their team is approaching 1 minute away from their second Stanley Cup in their team. The second in a row for the Florida Panthers. 1 minute away from the Stanley Cup, going back to the Florida Panthers. Another save by Bobrovsky, who's been brilliant in this series. Edmonton on the puck. Seconds left in the third, and the Stanley Cup. Florida fans on their feet here at Emirates Bank Arena. Start the countdown! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over! Series over! Finals over! Your Florida Panthers have just won the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row! What a game! What a series! And the Rats are going to be thrown on the ice, and the Panthers have just won the Stanley Cup! What a game! What a series! What a season! Congratulations, Florida Panthers fans! And your Florida Panthers, once again, are your 2025 Stanley Cup champions as they shake hands here with the Edmonton Oilers after a hard-fought 6-game series. Sergei Bobrovsky has to be the MVP. He made some huge saves for Florida. Chris Knobloch there for the second year in a row falls short again to the Florida Panthers. And don't forget, Brad Marchand, what a huge achievement. Think about his OT game-winning goals. He's done it so many times here. Coming over from the Boston Bruins after their heartbreak to the Florida Panthers just 2 years ago. I'm just gonna let you guys soak this in. It's been an amazing last few minutes here in Florida, so I'm gonna let you guys soak this in for a bit. Luckily, I have a second water bottle on me right now because I'll need it. But take a second to soak all this in. Corey Perry, Brad Marchand, hugging it out. Stuart Skinner, Brad Marchand. And really quickly, I just want to say thank you to all the fans watching right now. And even if you're not and you're watching this later, I just want to say thank you. What an amazing few games I've called it has been. You guys have been here supporting me huge. I look forward to doing hopefully a lot more. We'll see what happens next season. I don't know yet. But what a game, what a series, what a season. I look forward to, again, be so posted for you guys the Journey of the USA and stuff like that. For now, it's about the Florida Panthers. Sergei Bobrovsky, what a game, what a series. We're huge for him. And here you go, the captain and Paul Maurice here hugging out. They have done it the second time in a row. Alexander Barkov here. What a game. What a series again from him. Really, what a series, what a playoffs, what a season. That's really the best way to say it. All 82 games. And the Florida Panthers have just won the Stanley Cup. There's no team deserving that. And for the Edmonton Oilers fans, you guys played your hearts out both years. And you guys are definitely going to get your moment to win that Stanley Cup. But what a game. And I'm sorry the live stream was short tonight. I was out somewhere earlier, but now I had to call it. I'm so glad I did. It's been an amazing experience, and I've learned so much from you guys. So thank you, and I look forward to having this again. Brad Marchand here on the interview. Game available on TNT. I'll be with you guys for a little bit. And don't forget, my spin wheel at the Toronto Maple Leafs winning the cup. Well, I couldn't be far off. I'll take the Florida Panthers any day. And we are going on a commercial break, but I will be on with you guys. If you guys could stay here, the Florida Panthers are once again celebrating the Stanley Cup. But I will be here for the lifting of the cup in a little bit. So stay on and stay tuned after the break once again. And the cup is staying in the state of Florida. So, but what a game, what a series, what a Florida Panthers really. I mean, I couldn't have dreamed of it better for having Florida winning the Stanley Cup once again. But obviously, I mean, you gotta give credit to Edmonton fans too. But and what a call! I have to give credit where credit is due. Kenny Albert, what a call! I look forward to hearing you more next year. But what a call! AJ Greer, part of the former Bridgeport Islanders, part of a trade that brought Paul Mary back to Long Island. And what a game! What a series! AJ Greer, Cats, the Florida Panthers once again win the game and the series 5-1. And they both that incredible series. Edmonton has both that. But the Florida Panthers are your 2025 champions once again. Florida getting ready to lift the cup, but first they got to lift the Conn Smythe Trophy. Who will that go to? I think that should go to Bobrovsky or Brad Marchand here. But don't forget, McDavid won it last year as the Edmonton Oilers on the losing end. We'll see what they do this year. There's the cup. The Florida Panthers rolling out their Stanley Cup championship hats. We're moments away from the lifting of the Stanley Cup here. Gary Bettman here with the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Probably get copyrighted, so. And the Conn Smythe is going to Sam Bennett of your Florida Panthers. And I think they will re-sign Sam Bennett and Brad Marchand here. The Stanley Cup is coming out here in Emirates Bank Arena. Panthers fans on their feet. They're going to see it for the second year in a row. Here comes the cup. The cup is all right now being carried out by the Florida Panthers to the Florida Panthers in Emirates Bank Arena. As the Florida Panthers once again are the 2025 Stanley Cup champions after winning in game number 6, 5-1 against the Edmonton Oilers. Once again, I couldn't have asked a much better group of people to be supporting me here right now, and this would have never happened without you guys. This whole setup streaming thing. But here we go. Florida about to win the Stanley Cup. We cannot miss it. Commissioner Gary Bettman. And I never realized Cormier was a backup here for the Panthers. Alexander Markov, the Florida captain, is going to lift the Stanley Cup here in Sunrise, Florida on home ice. And lift that cup up! The Florida Panthers have officially won the Stanley Cup! He's going to be taking a first skate here with Alexander Markov, the team captain. The first European-born player to win 2 Stanley Cups. And the captain, both of them. He's going to hand it over to Nate Schrader, who's going to lift that cup high and they won it again for the second year in a row. Florida fans here. The cup. Louis Schmidt going to hand it off too. Seth Jones is lifting the Stanley Cup. He's been a huge acquisition for the Panthers. Thomas Nosef now lifting up the cup. And I'm going to stay on for a bit longer. What a game. What a series. You could have not dreamed about it any further. If you told me that the Florida Panthers would have won the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row this year, I would have probably told you that was not possible, but they have just done it in unbelievable fashion against the same team. But what a game, what a series, what a year. And I'm gonna end it here on a good note. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna go back to myself here. Really quickly, I just want to say thank you, fans, for all your huge and wonderful support here in Florida and from New York. Here. It's been an amazing few games that I've been calling here. About 3 games, one amazing year. I look forward. To playing again for you guys. But what a game! What a series! I'll be doing a full review here very shortly. But I will be calling more games. I don't know about more games, but I'll be calling some games next year. So, what a game and what a series again. I don't really know what else to say. Except for so long from Amerant Bank Arena right here again. So, thank you again really quickly. And I'll see you guys next season, but on Journey of the USA. So, thank you and peace out, baby.